Good morning, students. Today in this science class, we will learn about body movements. So before starting, let's do one activity. Students, all of you sit absolutely still. Now slowly observe the movements which are taking place in your body. You must be blinking your eyes time to time. Observe the each and every movement in your body as you breathe. Okay, so students, did you observe that there are so many movements that happen in our body? When you are writing in your notebook, you are moving your fingers, your hands, okay? So, sitting still over there, you are moving your body parts. But when you move from one place to another, at that time also, you move your body parts. For example, when you go to your teacher or to school compound or go home after school, you use various organs of your body to move. You walk, you run, you skip, jump, and you move from place to place. Okay, so these all are the movements that we perform in our day-to-day life. So let's see. How animals move from place to place by filling up the table 8.1 which is there in your textbook. Students, you have to complete that table in your textbook only. So, cow, humans, they uses legs to walk, whereas the snake uses its whole body to slither. Bird uses wings or legs to fly or walk. Fish uses fins or tails to swim. Insects uses wings to fly. So, walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither and swim. These are the few ways in which animals move from one place to another. But why there are so many differences in the way the animals move from one place to another? That is, some animal uses legs to walk, some uses its whole body to slither, some uses wings to fly. So why there is differences? So it is based on the structure of their body. So first let's start with the human body. So for this also do one activity. Try to move your body parts which are capable of moving. That is your neck, your wrist, finger, knee, ankle, toe, your backside, your head, your elbow, your arm. Okay. See whether it is able to rotate completely, which part of your body rotates partly, which is able to bend or which you can able to lift, or which part of body is there which is not able to move at all, and note it down in this table. So you would have noticed that the body part or your body moves, bends or rotate in the place where two parts of the body seemed to be joined together, like your elbow, your shoulder or neck. See, over here, this is one part and this is another part of your organ or your body. So here there is where the two parts of body are being meeting. Okay, they have been joined. So you are able to move these places only. Okay, so the area where the two parts of your body are meeting, and that area only you are able to bend or rotate, so that place are called as joints. Okay, joints, joints. Okay, joints means क्या कि जब हम दो चीज को कहीं पे जॉइंट कर देते हैं. ठीक है, जैसे कि यहाँ पे है और हमने उसका सिर्फ फोल्डेबल रखा हुआ है कि दैट यू कैन मूव इट अप और डाउन. Okay, you can move it clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, you can move your arms clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, but take example of your hand. Are you able to rotate it completely towards your back side? No. You can move your neck towards your right side and your left side, but not completely towards the back side. Okay, so there are some restrictions in our body movements also. So that student we will learn later on. Now what are the, see, there is example of your toy also, robot toy. Suppose I have told you to construct a robot toy. I have given you some type of parts to assemble that parts and you make a robot toy. Now there is one student who have make it as a still, means there are no joints in between, सबको एक साथ ही glue कर दिया है. You can see over here. Okay, but here two parts have been joined. Here there is some place so that the movement can be there. Okay, there is not a single rod in between. See, this is a single construction, but here side there is not a single construction, and because of that reason the parts of the body are able to move. Okay, so the place from where the body is able to move, or a part of the body is able to move, that place is called as a joints. Now, what is the importance of joints in our body? So that we will study with the help of some activity which is there in your textbook. That is activity number 1. Place a scale lengthwise on your arm so that your elbow is in the center. Likewise, the elbow, यहाँ पे आपका joint है, there is a joint in between, but we are taking that joint as a long one. Okay, उसको एक पूरा एक चीज ही कर देते हैं, जहाँ से वो bend हो रहा है उसको we are taking it as a straight one part. Okay, elbow is in the center, so that elbow वहाँ पे still हो चुका है. Then ask your friend to tie the scale and your arm together. Now you try to bend your elbow. Are you able to bend your elbow? No. Why? Because the joint जो है उसको आपने पकड़ लिया है, उसको आपने restrict कर दिया है, and because of that restriction the joint is also not able to move. So if हमारे body में बीच में joints ना होते तो what would have happened, that the body parts would not have been able to bend or move, or there would be no movement in our body. So this is the importance of joints in our body, that without joints we cannot rotate or we cannot bend anything in our body. Now there must be one question in your mind, that what exactly is joined together at these joints. Joints का meaning क्या होता है कि जहाँ पे दो चीज join हुई है. हमने बोला body part join है, but body part में भी what is exactly over there which has been joined. So for that also perform one activity. Place your fingers against the top of your head, your face, your neck, your nose, your back of the shoulders, hands and legs, including the fingers and toes. Now press. Okay, after pressing, do you feel something hard when you press against your fingers? Okay, so that hard structures are the bones. Okay, see, you press your finger at your elbow side or at your fingers जहाँ पे joints है वहाँ पे press करो, and वहाँ पे you will feel some hardness over there. There are some hard structures over there, and that hard structures are the bones. Okay, so you would come to know जब आप पूरे body में when you place your fingers at all over your body parts from head to toe, you will come to know that there are so many hard structures in our body. That means there are so many bones. But remember, you cannot bend a bones. Okay, आप bone को bend नहीं कर सकते हो because it is a hard structure. It is not elastic. So bones cannot be bent. Means you cannot bend any hard structure present in your body. So जब आपने elbow को touch किया था तो वहाँ पे भी bone था. So how do we bend our elbow over there? So when you talk about it, so it is not one long bone from the upper arm to our wrist. Now what is called as the upper arm? So let's look with the help of a picture. See, this one is called as the upper arm. So from your upper arm to here there is a wrist. So ऐसा एक straight bone नहीं है. ओके, देयर इज़ नॉट अ स्ट्रेट बोन. अगर स्ट्रेट होता तो वो हमारा ऐसा स्केल जैसा हो जाता कि स्केल वो हार्ड है, एक स्ट्रेट बोन है, और अगर ऐसा होता तो हम मूव नहीं कर सकते. ओके, वो वी डिडंट बी एबल टू मूव इट, बट इट इज़ नॉट अ लॉन्ग बोन. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ लॉन्ग It is a different bonds which are joined together at the elbow, same like a robot construction. See, this is one, this is one, this is another. So these are different bones. यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा बोन है, इस तरह से वो पूरा कंस्ट्रक्ट हुआ है, ठीक है. So similarly, when you talk about of all the joints, so there are many bones present in each part of the body, and because of those points only, because of that joints only, we are able to bend our body. Now there are different kinds of joints which are present in our body. So students, that we will learn in our next class, the types of joints. Till then, revise the introductory part of your chapter 8, body movements, okay, and this activity. Bye all.